Hey everybody, and welcome back to No Spiders in This Episode. That's what it's called. No Spiders in This Episode. So if you see one, demand a refund. This is called To See the Invisible Man. Last time we had an elevator. Just an episode with an elevator in it. And that was it. That was it. We took a ride on an elevator, up and down. It was a great time. A great time. What do you mean you want me to talk about it? I'm not going to talk about that one. We're not talking about it. I don't want to. I didn't see anything, just like this episode. So, keep your eyes open for Waldo. He's sort of like an invisible. He's like hiding in plain sight, Waldo. He gets a bunch of his friends together and who all dress similarly with similar colours, and he just kind of blends in with them. So he's sort of invisible in a very, very visible way, you know? He just makes everything else is so visible that he becomes invisible. You know? It's cool like that. Let's get into it. The next one's called Tooth or Consequences. Think that's about a dentist or the tooth fairy? I don't know. Oh, a chair. The electric chair? Maybe they turn him invisible instead of killing him.
Mitchell Chaplin, you've been found guilty of the crime of coldness, of not opening your emotions to your fellow citizens.
Right.
This court heard from members of your family, as well as citizens from your place of work. Have you anything to add?
I don't really care.
No.
This court, having weighed all facts placed before it, hereby sentences you to 1 year of invisibility.
Hey, there was a Black Mirror episode. This reminds me of a Black Mirror episode. Where you could block people. So now that this guy... I love that he's been sentenced to... He's just cold. You know, he just... You know, he doesn't really... Now you'll see how much you crave human companionship. Let's see how it feels to be invisible. And everybody being cold towards you. That's your punishment. I wonder if they have other punishments for other strange behaviors. You know? Like, you take too much sugar in your tea. We're gonna send you to the land of sugar. Until you learn that too much sugar is bad for you. I don't know.
You are crazy if you think a year's invisibility is going to bother me.
You speak only when spoken to.
Can we put this guy in the machine?
This court stands adjourned.
This court, I don't recognize this court, Mr. Robot. It's a kangaroo. It's a robotic kangaroo court. And I demand to see my lawyer. How do they make him invisible? Technology?
That's it?
Just a mark on his...
That didn't even hurt.
Can people see him?
So now I'm invisible, right? As far as you're concerned, I don't exist? Big deal.
Oh, they're ignoring him.
I could do a year of this on a pogo stick. This is nothing to me.
It's a world much like our own. A twisted mirror of reality.
He should just...
Belonging no longer to society.
Quick question. Is he actually invisible, or does this mark mean nobody talk to him? Because if the mark means nobody talk to him, just wear like a headscarf or a hat. Or... I don't know. There's ways around it, right? Maybe. Let's see.
But only to the gray reaches of the Twilight Zone.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to...
Can you see him, dude? No, we can see him. Is he... Do the robots get him if he talks to him?
Margaret!
Don, Peter, I'm out, finally. Just came back to clean out my desk here. Very nice talking to you, too.
You know they're supposed to ignore you, dude.
I'll be back at work in about a year, and while I'm gone, I hope you don't mind taking care of my accounts for me.
Yeah? Does he think he's going to get his job back in a year?
I'll have the roast.
Can I help you, ma'am?
Yes, I think I'll try this too.
Free food for me.
I'll just serve myself.
Yeah, help himself.
Okay. I think I will have
Oh, nobody can see her.
the roast.
Just put it over your head.
Potatoes. Definitely some potatoes.
Keep the hat. Hey, do you mind if I sit here, little boy?
You don't mind if I sit here, do you?
That's my mommy's place.
It's okay, kid. I don't like talking to me either. It's only day one, guy. Could do anything. Punch this guy. He won't know what hit him. I'd enjoy it for a while. Yeah. He's a drunk now.
I hate gin.
Well, that's one way of getting rid of it.
Hey.
Oh, look. Can we talk to each other? Well, we're not allowed to talk to each other? But we're both invisible. Only another 325 days to go. Is he going to go into the girls' locker room?
Good evening. How are you this evening? Now, this being a private spa, I know that you need proper identification to enter. This'll do, won't it?
Do you see the flaws in this system? Surely he should be arrested for this. No? Think he's learning his lesson? It's not as fun as he thought it would be, is it, my guy? No, with that attitude it isn't. Ah, the hat idea. It took him 6 weeks. Oh. Well, there goes my hat idea. Oh, this guy can't see him. He'll talk to him. Because he's blind. What will the drone do then?
Anybody sitting at this table?
No, please.
Oh, you're kind, you're too kind.
That's what they say about him.
My name is Gersh, Bennett Gersh. Chaplain.
Good to meet you, Bennett.
Oh, yes, you're having that ham and bean soup, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, the best.
Yes?
It's my favorite.
Would you like some?
Oh, no, I couldn't. Unless, of course, you insisted.
Oh, of course, yeah, sure.
Well, then, I insist.
Oh,
he's making a friend. Oh, she's gonna intervene.
Invisible.
damn you.
But he was nice. He was nice to you. Do you get punished for talking to an invisible person? You get made invisible?
I always wanted to come here and I could never afford it. I'm celebrating tonight. 6 months of invisibility.
Halfway.
Ah, Mr. and Mrs. Scoville. So pleased you could be with us this evening.
I'll be no problem.
Seems like a fancy place with a lot of laughter.
He'd come up into our room and he'd yell at us, "Hey, what is going on up here?"
I'm pausing it. This is the place that he's always wanted to come to, but he couldn't afford it. This smoky ass room with obnoxious laughing people and barely funny comics. I haven't heard him yet. I don't know if he's barely funny. This place. Look, I know they're on an 80s budget. They can't make it look all fancy like, but they could have at least made it a little visible. A little visible. He's halfway there. Do you think he's going to be stuck like this forever? I'm always worried when something gets done to somebody in the Twilight Zone, you know? Remember the food critic? He sure got punished a lot. Anyway, don't forget that this guy's crime isn't breaking into a women's spa or stealing food, stealing everything he wants for this whole year, going anywhere he wants. That's not a crime. None of this goes on his record. His crime is that he's just a bit aloof. You know? He doesn't really make good connections with people. How dare he? We'll see how he likes it. I love this world. I want to know more. I want to know everything about this world. Anyway, let's see if this comic... Start heckling him. Heckle him. See if he can take it. Maybe he can't see your mark from all the way up on the stage. Through all the smoke haze. The 80s smoke haze.
Or he'd say, you know, I've been up here twice already. Oh no, let's get that shovel with the nails through it today.
I was right about the comic.
He'd come in the door, she'd start right in. I have had it with this one. I have 8 more just like him around the... And she'd been drinking all day.
Wow, that was the worst place yet. Ooh, another one.
Wait, please. Look, no one can hear us here. We could talk.
We're not allowed.
I have to talk to someone. I'll risk another year of invisibility if I can just talk to someone, just for a minute.
Another year.
Look, you know what it's like.
He's lost it.
Talk to me.
229. Still a long way to go.
You got it? Hold up, man. Hold up. I got company.
That's some nobody.
Invisible.
What did they do? Jack in the car?
Okay. All right, pop it. Pop it.
You can't even report this crime to a cop? When they said invisible, did they mean the episode? Are they going to run this guy over? Get out of there!
Get him! Get him!
Go to the side! Do you think that's a crime?
Phone, Madam.
Madam.
He got run over.
Nurse John now. How may we help you?
There's a hell of a lot of pain.
We'll send someone to you right away. Face print identification to access your main medical
Absolutely
file.
not. She's gonna hang up on you. You know it. What if he dies? Serves him right? Someone can just walk up to him in the middle of the street and shoot him and... This world is the worst. It's okay, you'll get medical attention in like 140 days. Just gotta hang in there. Ah, the future. Hey! Is it a leap year? Hey, coppers.
It's today?
Did you hear that?
It's been a year?
We're just here to set up a chair and ignore you.
I didn't know.
Hey, it's gone.
Hello, citizen.
Hello. Hope you learned your lesson. To be kind to your fellow man. Like us.
You've paid your debt to society. Let us take you out for a drink.
I gave him a call. I took the tone you suggested.
4 months.
And
Wonderful. I would really like to meet him sometime.
oh, I want him to meet you. They really helped you. I mean, you are a wonderful person now.
I sure am acting that way. Ooh.
Thank you, Margaret.
Ooh. Where are we? Where is this episode going?
Hello? Remember me?
Oh. Is it the one who wouldn't talk to him?
Please don't turn away. Talk to me.
You wouldn't talk to him, lady?
Say anything.
No, she's in the place he was.
I exist? How can you do this?
Ooh. What do you think, Mitchell? You've been there.
How can you be so cold? Talk to me.
Oh.
to me.
He's gonna do it. You know he's gonna talk to her. He's a compassionate guy. Aww.
It's all right.
Aww.
You are not invisible. I see you.
Citizen,
I'm right here.
you are hereby ordered to cease
And I
your
care.
current activity.
He's gonna get another year.
The penalty for such activity is no less than 1 year's invisibility.
Up yours, drones.
The name of Mitchell Chaplin, who served his sentence of invisibility and learned his lesson well. This time, however, he will wear his invisibility like a shield of glory.
I like that ending. It's a weird world. It's a stupid, stupid world that makes no sense whatsoever. We could spend all day talking about how stupid everything was. But the ending, there's something so wholesome about the ending. Where he's just like, screw this. You know? I'm not gonna let this woman go through what I went through. Even though she's the very one who ignored me. I'd say it must be around half. Maybe when she ignored him the first time, she was only a few weeks in. Maybe she wanted to stick to the rules because she thought she could make it through the year. Or maybe she has a even longer sentence. But she's clearly where he was when he broke down halfway through. But look, imagine if this happened to you. Would it be really that bad? It depends on the type of person you are, for sure. 100%. Some people can do it, some people couldn't. For some people, it would be a real blessing to be just ignored. And I think, not to bring up current events or recent events, recent years, there was a lot of stuff like this, maybe during COVID. I know COVID is still a thing, but during the heart of COVID, where people were distanced from each other and masked, and everybody had to have a certain distance between them, and interaction was at a minimum, and some people could handle it better than others. For some people it was, great. Not the disease, not the death, not all of that stuff, just the not needing to socially engage as much was good for them. And but even apart from all that, this guy gets to go wherever he wants. Now, did he choose a really stupid place to go to? Yeah. Some sleazy comedy spot? It wasn't even fancy. They couldn't afford it. They couldn't afford to make a fancy set with, like, a ballroom and fancy outfits, and so they made it like a sleazy, dark and dingy place that you can barely make out anything, with obnoxious laughing. I know the laughing was part of it. It was as if they were laughing at his plight, or laughing, what do they say, that hell is being alone in a room full of people or something. There's something about that, something like that. That being around everybody having a great time when you're not is worse than not being around people at all. Yeah. Hey, those guys try to run him over in a car. That's not ignoring him. That's targeting him. That lady, he should track down that medical lady, almost killed him. What if it was an emergency? What if it was a dire emergency? What if you could have died? And she's just like, please show your head to the scanner. It doesn't work unless you show your head. Oh, you're invisible. That means we can't treat you. If you die when you're invisible, that's extra punishment for the crime of being cold. The world of that episode was stupid. but I want to know more about it. I want to know more things that they punish people for and the ways they punish them. Like, are they... Like this one, if you're distant from people, they force you to be super distant so that you learn your lesson not to be. So what other things are like that? You know? They don't care about theft one bit. Those cops at the end were like, we'd like to buy you a drink. I know you've been stealing all your drink for the whole year, and your food, and you got your old job back. They were just holding his job for some reason. And your co-worker really likes you. But, the more I think about the world, the more I can't talk about the world. The heart of the episode, let's ignore all the logic stuff about the episode. The heart of the episode is a man who realizes the importance of connection and compassion, and realizes that the punishment system, the invisible system, is the exact opposite of the lesson he's learning. To be warm to other people, you know, to have pity and mercy and to give them comfort. He learned the lesson, he learned it well. Now he's going to use his invisibility as a shield of pride or something. The voice said it well. And him and her are going to get married and have invisible children. You know? Do you think the punishments escalate? What happens when they run out of... Like, he gets invisible for a year and he just keeps talking to her. Then they get 2 years and 4 and 40 and 400. Eventually the whole world gets made invisible and there's an uprising against the drones in the sky. Maybe. Maybe. The next episode is called Truth or Consequences. That has to be a short one, right? It's not. It's 14 minutes. Okay. I'll come back for that next time. Thanks for joining me this time. Can you see me? I don't got a mark. I don't have a mark. Not yet. What I'm saying is that maybe for some people a year of not being bothered by people and being able to go anywhere and take anything you want, amass a fortune, a small fortune over that course of the year, maybe not so bad. Maybe it'll be worth it. A bit of peace and quiet. Much better than the woman in A Bit of Peace and Quiet, right? She has to go around disarming nukes for the next few years. This guy had the whole city to himself, you know? Right. I'll see you next time.